Founded in the 6th century BC, the Persian Empire dominates the Middle East. In 499 BC, Miletus, what was once Miltos, a Greek city in Ionia under Persian control, rebels. The uprising spreads to other cities in the region. The insurgents appeal for help from independent Greeks who are nevertheless divided. Two cities, Athens and Eretria, help the rebels to seize Sardis, one of the Persian capitals.
جامعه هایم
شاهنشاه داریوش از بنده چه خدمتی برمی آید؟
همه بروید بیرون.
خدمات را صدا بزن. مرخصید. از چه برآشفته ای پسر؟
دیوان ها را چشمن بردند. کابوسی شو می دیدم. یونانیان ما را تار مار می کردند.
این همه زیاده روی در میگساری. می اگر گاهی زبان را باز می کند، گاهم به ازیان وامی دارد. کاخمان را ببین، شکوه پارسی را ببین که مایه شگفتی دنیاست. فرمان رواییمان چنان پهناور است که خود را تش لرزه بر تن هر ملتی می اندازد.
Darius the Great has inherited the Persian Empire, composed of 50 or so eastern kingdoms. The duty of every king of kings is to strengthen his borders, then to extend them. Allying power, strength, and authority, the Persian campaigns enable the empire to spread out from present-day Iran over 6 million square kilometers, a massive portion of the Middle East. Most of the subjugated peoples have accepted Persian domination. Despite being obliged to pay taxes, they are free to conserve their own culture, religion, and institutions. In Darius's eyes, the Ionian Greeks and their allies deserve to be punished for the capture of Sardis. Miletus, the seat of the insurrection, will be the first stage in his vengeance. Darius lays siege to the city on land and by sea. Miletus, the jewel of Greek civilization, is crushed. Its inhabitants are reduced to slavery. The misfortunes suffered by the people of Miletus fills the rest of Greece with sadness. Darius takes revenge for the humiliation of Sardis. From now on, the cities that help the Ionians are in his sights: Eretria and notably Athens. Athens is seemingly unaware of the punitive campaign about to bear down on her.
Themistocles! Themistocles! Lepson!
Allez, la befetti suo post prates. Telefon, cathis du. Ti dai, o file, parameton creston tropon epilateu.
O Themistocles, subnotimoi. Manistagan nepi me pelatomen. Totemelon. Sutes poseos alkes.
Ukun se que luo proton tois philois echeai.
Kalos eretai.
Oh.
Kalos o Themistocles. Και προς εμέλους αν δόξαν εορτάσομεν.
Το ιούτε εν γελπίστο. Αγκατέι του χέι!
Agatei tuchei.
Hey.
Εγώ γουκού τος του χέι ενός στενό κάιπε φυκένα υπον τριφούσεϊ τεθρυπον.
Themistocles wasn't born into one of the most prestigious families of Athens. Plutarch describes him as without fortune, but that may be an exaggeration. His father Neocles certainly worked in commerce, so it's true that Themistocles isn't a member of the wealthy, landowning aristocracy, and thus doesn't have the same opportunities as those who were well-born. Yet, as a child, his intelligence stood out, and if we are to believe Plutarch, one of his teachers once told him, "My boy, thou wilt be nothing insignificant, but something great of a surety, either for good or evil."
Promoted to the rank of captain and already admired, Themistocles has a taste for honor.
I find Athens more magnificent than ever. I never tire of contemplating my city. Other cities are more renowned, but I was born in Athens, and duty calls me there. But I have not always felt such pride. Many years earlier, a drunken night cost me my family's esteem. After this one night too many, my father was categorical. I was corrupted with vice, and all I was good for was bringing shame and dishonor on our family. My mother pleaded the excesses of youth, but in vain. His mind was made up. My father disowned and disinherited me. I had a mad thirst for fame and a whole host of projects. I began to devote myself to politics and state affairs. It became my passion. Soon people began to seek my counsel. I arbitrated conflicts between citizens, and my success is now earning me quite a reputation. People listen to me. I hold the keys to my own destiny.
The original political regime in Athens was a fantastic springboard for Themistocles.
He was 15 when the city became a democracy. From then on, every citizen plays a part in politics. In practice, the wealthiest fill the highest positions, such as archon or strategos. But their power lies in their charisma, in their ability to win over their fellow citizens with their ideas and actions.
Themistocles will grab his chance. If we are to believe the historian Thucydides, he's incredibly gifted, smart, intuitive, and quick to solve problems. He also has a great oratory and improvisation skills.
Athenaioi! Politai su sin amacai straciotais emin. Aede parechen Etoimois amunai te polekaitois en autes timois.
The task has fallen to me of training young hoplites in the military arts, starting with making discipline the first of virtues. If we were Spartans, we would already be constant soldiers, broken into the duty of collective obedience from our earliest years. We would train non-stop, urged on by a heroic vision of fate, death in combat being the finest of deaths. But Athenians are not Spartans.
Philoponethopos ai phalanges hemon. Alephos adiabatatere genetai. Otan garsinechometha totis geomen. Ean synestotes diamenomen. Totai megistai stratiai, epitais longai semon, jarages ontai.
Am I persuasive enough? I hope so. My future grandeur depends on my ability to command. I will continue in my aim, despite only having a handful of citizen soldiers, far from a professional army. But how can one not admire men who keep in top physical condition and equip themselves at their own expense? The important thing is that they know how to take up arms when danger threatens.
Proschete! Emin dietipoloi ponoi ponetoi. Este neutaxians puduas aste. Emin gar uc idios acteon. Ala sulepten. Apoiuntestien elutherian sosomen. Yes.
These young Athenians seem sensitive to the common good, but how they struggle to obey. They still believe that collectively obeying orders is tantamount to loss of freedom. Do we Athenians not laud individual potential? I have certainly benefited from mine.
Miltiades ο στρατηγός. Ο Themistocles. Μόνον ηρωέτα έχεις.
Miltiades is strategos, one of the 10 generals who command Athens' forces. But as the Persians draw near, Miltiades is especially valued and trusted. Unlike most Athenians, he knows the Persians. He has, in the past, campaigned with King Darius' Persian army.
A few years earlier, he administered a province under Persian rule, an experience that proves useful because he knows how they fight. But the Athenian troops look so weak compared to Darius's powerful army. To resist a Persian invasion, the Greeks will need to put aside their divisions and unite.
Can Miltiades and Athens persuade other Greeks to fight with them? Greece is made up of more than 100 quarreling states, but they have a common language and a shared religion. When a common enemy appears, they can sometimes work as allies against the danger.
از وقتی به درباره داریوش پناه آوردی روزگار خوشی داری هیپیاس. چه افتخاری که لطف شاه بزرگ شامل حال تو شده.
از زینار شاهنشاه سپاسگزارم دادی این را می‌دهی. چه ستم‌ها که اتنیان به من کردند.
داریوش بسیار دلمشغول کار اتنیان است. دشمن اتنیان دوست اوست. نگران نباش. کمکت میکنیم که جایگاه پیشینت را بازیابی.
هیچ فراموش نمی‌کنم. هیچ چیز را برادرم که کشته شد. دراییم ریشانم. همه گارد شد. چیزی نمانده بود رادم کشته شوم. بیشتر دوستانم از در دشمنی درآمدند و به من خیانت کردند.
اینقدر نکنی پیاس. به زودی بخت دوباره به تو خواهد خندید. مگر نه این که به بزرگترین قدرت گیتی پیوسته‌ای به پادشاه همه ملت‌ها که میتواند در برابر ما بایستد.
Darius launches a war to subjugate the whole of Greece. On land, the Persians seize Greek cities one after the other. After the Ionian coast, it's the turn of Hellespont, Chersonesus, and Thrace to be subjugated. Everywhere, ambassadors demand the land and the water as a sign of allegiance. As far as Macedonia, Greek cities accept submission. General Datis is well advised by Hippias, a Greek in the service of a Persian. What a strange arrangement, unless one goes back to the past. Hippias was the last tyrant of Athens, the heir of a power that was taken by force and exercised to excess. His ousting signaled the end of 49 years of tyranny. Sick of arbitrary executions, the Athenians, helped by the Spartans, stood up for their freedom. The people seized power and installed a new regime, democracy.
یوریت برای تسلیم آتن مفید خواهد بود. و یاوران پادشاه ما پاداش خدمتش را خواهند گرفت.
من برای چیرگی بر یونانیان نقشه‌ای دارم.
Hippias advises General Datis to take advantage of Persian naval superiority. He should embark as many horsemen, archers, and spear carriers as possible. The Greeks only know how to fight on foot and in hand-to-hand combat, and are impeded by their heavy equipment. With arrows raining down and charged by the cavalry, they cannot resist. The Athenians do not have the military expertise of the Spartans.
هیپیا شب موقع رسیده. نقشمون میگیرن.
چند شهر یونانی هنوز از او پشتیبانی میکنند و هنوز طرفدارانی دارند در آتن دارند که دروازه‌های شهر را به روی من خواهند گشود.
به زودی این اتنیان پست رو نابود میکنیم.
Darius takes Hippias' advice and decides to seek glory on the seas, with 600 ships carrying the finest Persian warriors, including 50,000 soldiers from the four corners of the empire.
چه چابک به یاد جوانیم میافتم. بیا پسر، سخنی با تو دارم.
شاه بزرگ، از لشکریان خبر میآورم.
بگو.
ناوگان به راه افتادند و سربازان به خاک یونان حمله ور شدند.
مرخصی.
On land, the King of Kings reinforces his positions while he begins to display his authority on the sea. Soon, nearly the whole Aegean Sea is under his control, as one by one, the Greek islands fall into Persian hands.
چرا به این هیپیوس خیانتکار اعتماد میکنید؟ او که با نزدیکان خودش پیمان شکنی کرد، چرا با ما نکند؟
نفرتش از آتنیان بهترین ضمانت است. کامیابی نقشه‌ام به آن نقطه‌ای بستگی دارد که به خشکی پای بگذاریم.
چطور؟
اگر جای درست را انتخاب کنیم، پیروزیمان حتمی است. به یاری اهورا مزدا.
All of Asia is bearing swords and marching to the orders of the King of Kings. Nobody can resist wave after wave of Persian troops, and Athens sees the danger looming.
Sigate, o Miltiades melelegenim, agrometha.
Graskapsai ten Paulin hemon, hoi pirsai glikuntai. Kai karastesai hemases dulean. Hukun, upostas Atenas pulaxomen. Biltis tones tenepitois horos makestai. Me tus pirsai easomen his ten Paulin imbalin.
Αλεάν προσδεξόμεθα τον Δαρέιο προκληθέντα.
Μόνον γάρ ο λίγον είδωρ καιγέ αϊθέ. Το όνομα και τα έθη διασώσόμεθα.
Νάι, τεν μην το γελοτερία να πωλήσαι μενάν. Το ημογέστε πυρσάις δεουκτέναι, καίτεν τον προγνών πολλήν.
Ο Μιλτιάδε, φοβούμαι με προς όλεθρον εμάς κατακαγγέεις.
My mind is made up. I agree with Miltiades and disagree with those who are so stricken with terror that they have forgotten their own values. We can stand up to the Persians.
Ο Themistocles, με τη μόνελτη. Τε γελάτε να ετσούσομεν. Τες πρατιών επικουρίας δεόμητα.
Προείου μαϊμένον εν το γυμνάσιο έσκεν. Τις μαϊ πετάει.
Spurred on by Miltiades' words, I train relentlessly, convinced there is no middle ground between freedom and slavery. And the freedom of sovereign authority for the people is something I'm attached to. So what if one must fight to defend it, as long as the outcome is glorious?
Bos notori, tos autalogis destai, liberties Athenaion poleos kainomon, oion testin, e meterso udectes poleos e pu.
Mattia, perepes balin.
Terumin philatethos thimin kata person voithein. I will not dishonor the sacred arms. I will not abandon my comrade wherever I am. I will fight for the sacred principles. I will not let my homeland be weakened, but I will, even greater and stronger, uphold our established laws. And if anybody seeks to overturn them, I will not allow it.